Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler, also known as the Ches, and this is Chezzy Tunes, where I try to bring humor and entertainment to the EDM space. And we're back with another Exobolt compilation, baby. I think Exobolt is slowly becoming one of my favorite labels. I think the just general tone of the music that comes out of the label is really my speed. And it also highlights a lot of artists I usually haven't heard of, or maybe even underground artists I have heard of that don't really get recognition in other places. So usually there's just some good stuff coming out of there. I either get good music from niche people I do enjoy, or I get to find new artists to keep my eye on. It's a win-win. So today we are checking out Exobolt Worlds Volume 3. I did a reaction to Worlds Volume 2 earlier on the channel, so you can check that out if you haven't seen it already. But I'm ready to tackle another one. And this one should be interesting because I only recognize one name on the list of artists, and that is Sample Bandit. And I think I've only heard 2 Sample Bandit songs. So for the most part, we're getting a lot of new artists here that I am not familiar with, which is always pretty exciting for me. Real quick before we get started though, if you are a producer or you're one of the producers on this compilation, be sure to join the Discord. I have started hosting Tune Challenges, which are little producer competitions you guys can participate in, where you can win some prizes and also get featured on the channel, and I want more producers to come and join in on the fun. The first one will be going up on the channel soon, but the next one will be starting up shortly. So get in there and give yourself the Tune Challenger role, and let's make some fun music. But we've got 5 tracks here, Exobolt Worlds Volume 3. Let's jump into it. First up is Impact by Mewnlight Rose, but with an interesting spelling. Let's do it. Immediately, got that tone I like, that lightheartedness, that upbeat energy. Really well mixed. Everything's clean. I like all the little plucky. Oh, I restarted the song. I skipped the song. Actually, it wasn't that good. I got bored. It should have stopped probably at 20 seconds. So that's my first complaint. It should have only been 20 seconds long. We run it back. Let's go. Yeah, all the synths are very like plucky but round, just like me. Oh, that's a nice melody. That's clicking for me. I like that, those set of notes. Very good intro though. I am on board. Let's go. If you're not doing this, you aren't feeling the beat, baby. I want a little more of the melody being shown during the drop here, but okay, we brought it back. I wish I could put into words what makes a melody click or not for me, but yeah, those notes are so good. Yay! Love the vibe of this one. My only concern now is we're about halfway through and this is a 5.5 minute song. Pretty lengthy, so I'm hoping it continues to change things up, which it is. Gotta make use of that runtime. Put care into each piece. Put Karen into each piece. You should have a Karen in the drop, a Karen in the bridge, different Karens, but a Karen nonetheless. Oh, you hit it with the kicks. It's like you know what I want. You know what I want. This was made for me. Good little drums. Percussion's solid. Melodies are solid. Synths are solid. I don't really have much to complain about, if anything. Okay, the drop's a little bit different. Similar synth, but utilized in a different way. Okay. All right, sure. That's me beeping for people to get out the way as I come through the dance floor. You're in the grunge zone. Ooh, I like those. I just spit. I spit. I'm salivating at the thought of this song. I also said grunge zone, and I don't know what that means. I'm just happy. I'm smiling the whole way through this thing. Well, first off, Mewnlight Rose is definitely going to be someone I'll keep an eye on now, because that was right up my alley. That was a great melody, great synths. That one set of notes, like I said, just really hit me in the right way. I don't really have any complaints. I think he made use of the runtime. I think he kept it fresh. I feel like there was care put into each piece of the song. The production was clean. It had this charisma to it, this energy to it that is really infectious, really upbeat. It's just completely my type of thing, honestly. The main drop with the kind of growlier synth, I don't think is anything too extravagant. It's still done well, but didn't exactly blow me away. But honestly, that's not even the focus of the song. There's so much other things to pay attention to and to latch onto that it all just comes together so nicely. I think that was a really good start. And now I'm worried for these other songs. Are they going to continue to impress me? Because that's a pretty high bar, to be honest with you. Mewnlight, Rose. I'm going to follow you right now. That's going in a playlist, and I'm going to follow you right now. You're getting that coveted follow on Spotify. 760 monthly listeners? Nah, that's got to change. You should have at least 761. Next up is Lift Me Up by Sample Bandit and Bliniks. Okay, I kind of like that. It's a cool name. More upbeat. A little drum and bass maybe going on. Yeah, it sounds very full. I like the way the vocals are being used, and there's layers to the vocals that they really surround you. Good use of putting certain vocals in certain ears to make it sound really grand. Oh. Yeah, I love the setup here. Very cool setup, good drums. Yeah, we're getting drum and bass vibes for sure. Let's go. I will say, given the grandness of the intro here with all the layers of the vocals, this sounds a little more empty. I feel like we need maybe one other layer in the background to fill in the space a bit. Just because, yeah, when the vocals here, they fill up so much range, so much space. It does kind of give me like old school Pendulum vibes in a way. Or more so, I can't remember the name, but their album with the water on the cover. It has like watercolor and stuff like that. It gives me vibes from that album. I'm actually gonna look it up while we have a moment. Immersion. I knew it was an IM. Sounds like something that would be on that album. Yeah, even I can't imitate it. But the rock elements and this kind of background synth you can hear give me very much Pendulum vibes and Immersion specifically. Yeah, see, again, this is very well produced, but it just sounds slightly empty just because of how well filled the rest of the song is. So yeah, honestly, the biggest compliment I can give it is that Pendulum comparison. I grew up listening to Pendulum during my teenage years, and I remember when Immersion came out, although every song didn't land for me, some of the big hitters from it definitely did, and it reminds me of those big hitters. So it's kind of nostalgic almost in a way for me, and I really enjoyed it. It's giving me very strong watercolor and witchcraft vibes specifically from that album, and those are two of my favorites. Those are some absolute bangers. So I don't feel like it was quite as totally my thing as the first song, but it's still incredibly solid, and I'm very happy with where we're going with this compilation so far. Next up, we've got Clear Water by Altered Soul. Like the bubbly synths in here. Okay, kind of ravey, trancey energy. I like that we're getting pretty much very distinct styles with every song here, but still the overall tone that it's giving me is similar. They still feel cohesive in a way. Let's go. Whoa, that's a weird kick. Like the stops. I wasn't expecting this kind of drop, honestly. I'm not sure how I feel about the kick. It's got character, though. It's unique. It stands out. So it becomes more memorable as a result. Okay. Pretty cool. Caught me off guard. Ooh. Watery. Wet. Moist music, baby. Hope that's not a gang sign. Then a super interesting bridge here. Okay, getting a little better. I think that part was not super engaging. There's a very unconventional sounds in here. It's a very unique style to the production. In a good way, I like that. Feels like it has some character. It doesn't feel super generic or super familiar. I don't like that whispery voice that's in a lot of things. I think it's just a text-to-speech thing. That was cool. That was a cool little fake out switch thing, mabob, thingy mabob, thingy majiggy. Whatchamacallit? It's a good candy bar. Yeah, get a better producer tag. I'll say that. I'll do one. I'll give you some options actually. Once the song's over, I'll give you some producer tag options. If you use my producer tag in a song, I'll give you $5. Wow, this is a beautiful outro. Yeah. All right. Okay. I really like that outro. That was nice. Yeah, I think it had character to it. I think it's doing things that have been done before, but I don't know, the style of it is very unique. The sound choices and the kick, like I said, was interesting. So there's character here. It feels like there's a little more effort, a little more essence from the artist being shown here, which is really admirable. I think that's really cool. I think it surprised me in a lot of ways, which I'm all about being surprised in music. I think that's what keeps it engaging, what keeps it exciting to discover new artists or new music, because when they might do a genre you've heard before or a style you've heard before, but it's still a little innovative. It's still a bit distinct from what I've heard before. And I think that does that. So good job, Altered Soul. Let me give you some potential producer tag options though. Just, if you need one. I need absolute silence. Absolute silence, please. Yo, it's Altered Soul! Altered Soul's on the track. Altered Soul! Altered Soul. Altered Soul. Your soul is about to be altered. Altered Soul. Yo, Altered, where's your soul at? Yo, who's this Altered Soul guy? I don't know. We're just gonna move on. Next up is Secret by Linked Winters and Moon Jelly. Immediately pretty. Oh, interesting use of strings there. There's some like vibrato or something to them. Oh, this is really pretty. Wow. Okay. Oh. Hey. I love the tone of this. It's so happy. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, it's a satisfying chorus. And so many little bleeps and bloops and details really keep the ears fully attent. Attent? Is that a word? Just attent? Not like attentive, but just attent? Beauty, beauty. Does that make me the beast? One more chorus. I like both of you, clearly. You produced a very nice, lovely song. I love the bubbly nature of it. It's just very happy. The vocals are good and cutesy. It's just a good time. It's just a good time. And the orchestral bits, those nice string instruments that I adore so much, were very beautiful in the beginning and outro there. And then once everything's kind of coming together, there's so many little intricate details and nice little poppy, bloopy sounds in there that just fill your ears with delight. That's about all I can say. I'm having a great time, and I'm hoping we go out on a high note here with Carousels by Paloris and Cardboard City. And I have heard of Paloris. You were in an all-nighter comp and some of the Bitbird comps and the sleepover volume, several sleepover volumes from Silkenwood. I've definitely seen your name around. Oh. Comes in real clean. Oh, wow. Catchy lyrics. Wow. So lively. This is really nice. Ah. Ooh, the guitar kind of complementing the vocals there. That's cool. How are you all this good and talented? I'm having a great time, everybody. I'm having a great time. Yeah, once everything comes in, man, you're like swept off your feet, taken to a little whimsical place in the clouds. A little carousel in the clouds. Wow. I'm gonna put this one in a playlist too. I'm gonna put it in there. I need to follow, I think, every single artist on here if I wasn't already following you. I'm gonna do it right now as this is closing up. Already following Sample Bandit. Bliniks, let's do it. Altered Soul, boom, got you. Linked Winters, hey, guess what? You're gonna follow. Moon Jelly, you wanna follow too? Well, you're gonna get it. Paloris, there you go. Hey, Cardboard City, following. Remember at the beginning of this video when I said Exobolt is slowly becoming one of my favorite labels? It speaks for itself, man. It speaks for itself. Not everything that comes out of the label is exactly this style, but like most of it is. Most of it still has that sort of lighthearted energy, that bubbliness, that uplifting characteristics. There's this through line of just, I don't know, melodic happiness that I really enjoy. It's all kind of lighthearted and charismatic and just freeing. It puts you in a good mood and it just uplifts the soul. We had 5 different genres here, more or less. They all feel very distinct. We had some sort of D&B elements. We had kind of almost complextro-y vibes. We had the real chill vibe. We had everything, and yet it still feels like it's part of the same label. It gives this very similar tone. There's a through line of cohesion here, and it just works. And I love happy stuff that puts me in a good mood with a catchy melody or synths and sounds that get you dancing on the inside. And that's what this comp does. And also the previous 2 volumes of the World's compilation. They're great. Go check them out if you haven't. I enjoy all the releases that come from Exobolt. And again, I find a lot of new artists to keep an eye on. So I'm very happy that I found yet another set of artists to keep my eye on. Genuinely very impressed with this compilation. I don't think there was very many complaints throughout this that I had. Minor nitpicks maybe, but overall the production was clean. The melodies were catchy. The vocals were great. The ideas and concepts were either just well executed or they were something normal but elevated or kind of more unique than the average song of that style. There was just a lot of character here that I really, really appreciated. Another quick reminder to all the producers on this comp, as well as any other producers that are watching of any skill range. You could be just starting out or be the best of the best. I don't really care. Join the Discord. I'm gonna start making a lot more challenges. I wanna do at least a monthly challenge for producers that I can turn into videos for you guys. And I might participate myself. We'll see what happens. But I'd really like to form a community over there of talented producers and give you guys some fun things to do where you can be rewarded for your production chops and talents and creativity as well. So please join the Discord, get in touch, let's be friends. Let's just find and make some good music together. But what did you guys think of this compilation? What do you think of Exobolt as a label? And what do you think of all these artists individually? What was your favorite song, your least favorite song? And what should I check out next? A quick thank you to my patrons. If you want early access to my videos, uncut versions of my reactions, and bonus content every single month, including checking out your suggestions, as well as also supporting me, the channel, and the competitions I'll be hosting, because I want to give out prize money and that sort of thing. So if you want to sort of sponsor the channel in that way to help me provide better content for you guys and bigger prizes, please consider joining the Patreon. Links in the description. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support as always. I'll catch you in the next one and keep on jamming out, my dudes. Peace.